We are out at Who Haven today with yet another really cool video for you guys. We get asked so many questions that we decided to do a Q&A video for you. So today, in our very first Q&A video, we have Abby and Karen, and they are going to be talking about our most asked questions and answering them for you.
So how did Who Haven get started?
Well, you know what? I'm an RN, and I think when people find that out, they tend to, they started bringing me injured and orphaned animals. Can you fix them? You do the very best you can, and you use all your nursing, but you can only go so far. And then we found out we could actually take classes. And so Stephen and I started to do that, and from there, it just kind of blossomed. But we do have videos on YouTube, and if you would like to go to Facebook and our webpage, then you can look for the link, and you can find out even more.
Okay, and what animals do you take at Who Haven?
We actually do over 1,000 animals a year, and we will take in any animal or bird except for raccoons, skunks, and bats.
And why won't you take those animals?
Excellent question. Bats and skunks, unfortunately, are forbidden by the state of Illinois. We are trying to get the bat part changed. As we all know, bats are wonderful for the environment. They eat insects and everything. So we're working on having people write letters. If you want to find out more about that, you just need to call or email Who Haven. And raccoons, we used to do raccoons a long time ago. But in 2004, we became the Eagle Recovery Center for Illinois, Southern Wisconsin, Eastern Iowa. And raccoons carry a very specific worm that makes it almost better that we just don't allow them on premise. Now, we'll help other rehabbers. I'll give IVs, I'll give medicines if the DNR needs assistance. But for us, generically taking them in, we do not do that anymore.
And if somebody wanted to help Who Haven, how could they do that?
Ooh, what a wonderful question, Abby. I love that. Of course, you can volunteer. And we're open 365 days a year, so it can't be your wrong day or bad day. You can give donations. You can go to our website, newsletters. We have much needed items. We like monetary donations. Now, we're always asked, what do you do with the monetary donations? And I find that a very valid question. Monetary donations help with the vet bills. They help with the very expensive medicines that we have to get. We go through over 7,000 mice a year. They are flown in, they are already dead from a facility in New Jersey, so they are disease-free. So there are so many things that donations cannot cover, and the monetary donations help us a great deal. Then you get to supplies. However, if the more supplies you help us with, then that also helps us a lot. We also have where, say a group of ladies, and we've had this happen, they would like to come out in the spring, 4 to 6 of them, and they would like to spring clean in Who Haven. We're more than glad to have them do that. They can come out for 3 hours, put the sparkle on it, and we're good with that, but they only do it maybe once a year. So there's lots of ways. We also can always use carpenters for one-time assistance. So we're very good with that.
If I were to find a wounded or sick animal in my neighborhood, would you guys come to get it?
Ooh, that is a very good question. If you are 14 and you can't drive, and you have a mom and dad that will not help you, or you are an older person that is maybe in a wheelchair or a walker and you're unable to get it here, we will try to make arrangements. But because we do so many animals and we are 100% volunteer and donation run. 95% of everything that gets here is brought in by the individual. And I will tell you how to capture it, the easiest and safest way, and when to bring it.
Would I be able to touch any of the animals?
You mean if you came for a tour?
Yes.
That's a good question. I always tell people when they bring children out, we are not a petting zoo, okay? We have a couple rabbits if there's only a couple of you, but for the most part, you're coming out here to see what's in your own backyard. You are looking to see what we've rescued. You get to see animals up close and personal, like you might get to see an eagle 10 feet away, different kinds of owls, but for the most part, the animals, you cannot touch them.
I see. And can the volunteers touch or pet the animals?
They cannot pet them. In going in, cleaning, assessing, after you've been here and you've been trained, you might have been taught how to pick up an owl gloved. Safety always comes first, but petting and touching are not part of the everyday world out here.
But aren't the more permanent residents more like pets to you?
You know, and you would think that. We do have a bond. For instance, Captain Jack, the eagle that I always take out. I'm bonded. We work very closely together, but he is still a wild animal. And on any given day, if he had a bad day, it is my job to always watch his behavior, his mood. Is it warm outside? Is it cold outside? Is he hungry? So in no way, shape, or form, they're not pets, but that's a good question.
What do you do with the animals that die?
Oh, that's a good question. We are under strict guidelines by the state of Illinois and by the U.S. Fish and Wildlife. So our license states, except for eagles, all mammals and birds must be cremated.
Okay. And do you feed live animals?
Oh, I love that question. Never. Never. And if anybody, any guy, ever tells you you have to feed snakes live, that is a untruth. Even zoos anymore, 20 years ago they used to. And then they discovered that if they have a 20-foot long boa and they put in a live chicken, that chicken might become dinner, but not before it'll rip open that snake. So for the safety of the animal, you have, and it's really not fair. That goes back to gladiator days, and no, nothing ever has to be fed live, ever.
And where do you release the animals?
We have 35 release sites. It's based on if you have squirrels, they need lots of walnut and oak trees. You know, if you have raptors, you need trees. Then every place must have a water source. So it depends on what we're releasing as to where we release it. And it's always checked out with the owner as to, you know, what they would like. So there's lots of different rules and regulations that go along with it.
And can I come look at the facility without a scheduled tour?
No. We're open by tours only, and that is for you so that you can get the guided tour, so you can learn, and that's also for the volunteers and all the animals we have. Our volunteers come around 8 in the morning. They might be here till 2 in the afternoon, and so it's to make sure that everything will work as a team.
All right, well, thank you, Karen and Abby. This has been wonderfully informative. And if you guys like this video, make sure that you click like and subscribe to our channel and let us know if you want us to do more of these in the future. Thank you.